Welcome to the Genre Bender. We are stepping into 1969, the final chord of the wildest decade in history. This was the year of the moon landing, the Woodstock Festival, and the definitive transformation of rock from music for teenagers into a towering cultural force. In this episode, we will break down 18 compositions that served as the ultimate soundtrack to the sunset of the 60s. We will look closely at how artists completely reimagined genres, blending blues, psychedelia, and folk into entirely unprecedented sonic structures. It was a year when old idols said goodbye to an era, while a new breed of heroes was just getting started. Buckle up, our deep dive into the epic year of 1969 begins right now.
Are you ready to watch? Get comfortable. Let's go. Next song. The Beatles, Come Together, Something? For the true legends of rock, 1969 was a time to settle accounts. The band that stood at the vanguard of every musical revolution throughout the decade delivered an album that became the swan song of their unity. We launch our countdown with two tracks that showcased just how distinct and monumental the individual songwriters within the collective truly were.
Feet down below his knee.
John Lennon delivered a slinky, near-hypnotic rhythmic groove, while George Harrison contributed one of the most breathtakingly beautiful love ballads ever written. The band masterfully bent the conventional standards of pop music, fusing bluesy minimalism and sophisticated lyricism into a single landmark release. It was a masterclass in compositional craftsmanship that permanently shifted the sonic weight of rock.
Over me.
These two songs represent two opposing poles of the Beatles' creative spectrum. One forces your body to move, while the other forces you to feel. Friends, which side of late 60s South Beatles resonates with you more? The gritty swagger of Come Together or the tender grace of Something? Which track do you view as their absolute gold standard? Let us know in the comments.
Right.
Next song. The Fifth Dimension, Aquarius, Let the Sunshine In. The era of the Flower Children reached its absolute zenith, and this specific song became its defining anthem. Bright, heavily layered, and overflowing with optimism, this track signaled the dawn of a new age in pop culture, uniting listeners in a global wave of hope and love. This was the music of peace, and it echoed out of every open window.
Highly expressive theatrical energy and flawless vocal harmonies turned this track into the definitive symbol of a generation. The group masterfully bent the traditional boundaries of variety pop execution, injecting it with a breezy psychedelic lightness and unexpected emotional depth. It wasn't merely a song, but a living manifesto calling for unity and spiritual rebirth. Aquarius still delivers an unbelievable wave of pure positivity today. Friends, do you actually feel the dawn of this age of Aquarius when you listen to the music, or is it simply a beautiful piece of retro pop to your ears? Do you think our world is missing these kinds of unifying anthems today? Be sure to share your reflections in the comments.
Next song. Creedence Clearwater Revival, Proud Mary. Nobody understood how to manipulate the deep roots of American music quite like these guys. They took traditional blues and country, supercharged them with the raw drive of rock and roll, and forged a sound that instantly became timeless. This was a track about a mighty river and a grand dream, serving as the sonic embodiment of freedom and the open road.
You have no money, people on the river have been killed.
A driving, rhythmic guitar strum paired with John Fogerty's raspy, deeply sincere vocal delivery proved to be the ultimate recipe for a historic hit. The band masterfully bent the traditional blues architecture, restructuring it into a highly accessible, high-energy anthem for millions. It was a complete triumph of raw talent over studio trickery. This song is absolutely saturated with the spirit of pure adventure. Friends, what specific track represents the ultimate symbol of freedom and the open road for you? Do you consider Proud Mary to be the absolute benchmark of American rock and roll? Share your stories and road trip memories in the comments below.
Next song. The Rolling Stones, Honky Tonk Women. Whenever the Stones dropped a brand new single, the entire music world ground to a halt. This track became the definitive embodiment of their notoriously dirty, yet deeply intoxicating musical style. Driven by a guitar riff that commands you to move and a level of charisma that completely devours the room, this was another bullseye that locked in their status as rock's ultimate outlaws.
A loose cowbell-driven country blues groove welded directly onto a hard-edged rock and roll skeleton. The band masterfully bent traditional musical standards, laced the track with a highly provocative drive. It carried the undeniable, creative thumbprint of Jagger and Richards, who always knew exactly how to warp a basic theme into a stadium-sized anthem. Resisting the urge to move to this rhythm is physically impossible. Friends, which specific Rolling Stones track do you consider to be the absolute high-octane peak of their career? What do you think is the secret behind their eternal charisma? Drop your comments below. Let's unpack the legacy of these legends together.
Next song. Sly and the Family Stone, Everyday People. The musical landscape of 1969 wasn't solely about aggressive rock. It was also about open communication, human connection, and acceptance. This specific track marked a massive breakthrough in soul music, proving that an honest, direct, and simple conversation could carry far more cultural weight than the most complex musical harmony. It was the definitive voice of unity.
Sly Stone engineered the absolute perfect equilibrium between raw funk textures and pop accessibility. The collective masterfully bent genre barriers, uniting distinct social realities inside a single song. The lyrics advocating for the acceptance of all walks of life became an anthem of tolerance, inviting everyone to a celebration of mutual respect. This message remains strikingly relevant today. Friends, do you still view music as one of the most potent tools for social unity? Why do you think such overtly positive songs manage to achieve legendary status? Make sure to drop your thoughts in the comments. We read every single message.
If you liked the video, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the Genre Bender channel.
Next song. Led Zeppelin, Whole Lotta Love.
Way down.
Rock music was growing progressively heavier, louder, and significantly more aggressive. A group of British musicians took a traditional blues riff and weaponized it, creating a literal sonic earthquake. This was the exact moment hard rock was born, an era where music ceased to be just a rhythm and transformed into a visceral, physical force.
Jimmy Page and company completely shattered all existing perceptions regarding sonic power and volume. The band masterfully bent their traditional blues foundations beyond recognition, fracturing the structure with psychedelic chaos and an unprecedented wall of sound. This was the foundational blueprint for heavy music, where the guitar became a dominant force. Whole Lotta Love is a pure sonic explosion. Friends, what went through your mind the very first time that iconic riff blasted out of your speakers? Do you view Led Zeppelin as the primary architects of heavy rock in the late 60s? Leave your comments and musical awakening stories below.
Next song. Tommy James and the Shondells, Crimson and Clover. Sometimes, an entirely unexpected sonic element manifests within a song, creating an almost magical, dreamlike atmosphere. This track became a permanent benchmark for psychedelic pop production, utilizing unique studio effects and a soft, airy vocal delivery that pulls the listener directly into a vivid waking dream full of color and mystery.
The innovative application of a chopped tremolo vocal effect combined with multi-layered tracking made this song instantly recognizable from its opening notes. The group masterfully bent the standard pop format, mutating it into a psychedelic masterpiece. It was a delicate, deeply emotional track proving that radio-friendly pop had plenty of room for sonic experimentation. This song genuinely feels like stepping into an entirely different dimension. Friends, what specific studio or vocal effects do you appreciate most in classic music? Do you consider Crimson and Clover to be the most atmospheric track of late 1969? Share your thoughts in the comments section.
Next song. Creedence Clearwater Revival, Bad Moon Rising.
I see earthquakes and lightning.
Nobody could capture the underlying social paranoia and anxiety of the Iroquois like the creative engine behind Creedence Clearwater Revival. This track stands as a prime example of how a driving, up-tempo melody can double as an urgent warning. In a year where the world held its breath for radical change, John Fogerty found the exact words that proved prophetic.
You got your things together.
The infectious, foot-stomping rhythm of this track is deeply deceptive, masking a dark, apocalyptic message. The band masterfully bent the country rock framework, rendering it socially urgent and ominous. It was a masterclass in duality, creating a song that is simultaneously danceable and deeply unsettling, forcing reflection amidst the groove.
I hear the voice of rage.
This song sounds incredibly relevant even today. Friends, why do you think themes of societal anxiety blend so organically into the fabric of rock music? Do you view Bad Moon Rising as the absolute finest example of a bright rhythm masking a heavy subtext? Drop your comments below.
Well, don't go around tonight, but it's bound to take your
Next song.
Georgia was a man.
The Beatles, Get Back.
Some California grass. Get back.
The Beatles were stripped down and heading back to the garage. This was their way of shouting to the world, "We are still a raw rock band, and we can still play live." This track serves as a document of pure, unadulterated rock and roll drive, entirely free from complex studio manipulation, a living testament to their undeniable musical chemistry.
Around and say she's got it coming, but she gets it while she can.
A straightforward, driving rhythmic pulse married to a gritty, energetic guitar delivery. The band masterfully bent their increasingly complex studio identity back toward the primal joy of raw performance. This return to their roots proved that the world's greatest musical experimentalists had not forgotten how to kick out the jams with soul.
Get back to where you once belonged.
Get Back never fails to deliver an instant surge of adrenaline. Friends, do you think returning to basic roots is the smartest move an artist can make when facing a creative dead end? Which era of the Beatles do you find yourself returning to most? Early or late, make sure to drop your comments below.
Get back, Loretta.
Next song. The Guess Who, These Eyes.
These arms
Sometimes you require very little decoration to assemble an eternal hit. This track from a group of Canadian rockers turned into one of the most beautifully agonizing romantic confessions in history. Its raw sincerity, lush underemphasized keyboard textures, and a vocal performance that tears at your chest turn this composition into a permanent jewel of pop music.
Melodic precision and raw emotional vulnerability take absolute center stage here. The band masterfully bent the traditional boundaries of soft rock, forging a towering monument to heartbreak. It stands as a textbook example of music discussing love without a single drop of superficial pretension, remaining instantly relatable to anyone who has loved and lost. This song never fails to hit you directly in the heart. Friends, what is your absolute primary criteria for a truly great lyrical ballad? Do you consider these eyes to be a flawless exhibition of melodic songwriting? Write down your personal stories and thoughts in the comments.
Next song. Shocking Blue, Venus. Psychedelic pop had reached its commercial peak, and this track arriving out of the Netherlands exploded into a defining global phenomenon. Driven by an unforgettable opening guitar riff, a fiercely hypnotic rhythm, and enigmatic lyrics, this composition became an overnight sensation, conquering international charts and cementing itself as a symbol of the era.
I'm your fire, your desire.
Pure sonic sorcery backed by an unbelievably energetic, commanding lead vocal performance from Mariška Viers. The band masterfully bent the conventional pop blueprint, lacing it with subtle ethnic undertones and a dark psychedelic edge. Its global success proved that a world-class hit could emerge from anywhere if the musicians possessed the audacity to stand out.
Black as a dark night she was, got but no one else.
Venus sounds just as fiercely electric and fresh today as it did decades ago. Friends, what other continental European hits from this specific golden era do you hold close to your heart? Do you view Venus as a flawless pop standard of the late 60s? Leave your comments and opinions below.
She's got it.
Next song. The Youngbloods Get Together.
You can make the mountains ring.
Massive festivals were the literal heartbeat and soul of 1969, and this song evolved into their unofficial global anthem. A direct call for human unity, a simple acoustic melody, and an endless, tangible wave of fellowship, this track possessed the power to unite thousands. It was music that instilled an unshakable hope that the world could change if we just stood together.
Get together, try to love one another right now.
Tranquility, warmth, and benevolence radiate out of every single note. The group masterfully bent the traditional structure of the aggressive protest song, transforming it into a gentle, universal plea for love. This was a luminous moment where rock music acted as an instrument of peace rather than friction, reminding us to guard our humanity.
When the one that left us here returns for a...
This song provides a profound sense of inner peace and renewed faith in people. Friends, do you believe that music still holds the power to shift our world toward a better future today? What does getting together mean to you in our modern, hyper-fragmented landscape? Share your thoughts in the comments.
Fading in the grass.
If you liked the video, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the Genre Bender channel.
Next song.
Bags are packed, I'm ready to go.
Peter, Paul, and Mary leaving on a jet plane.
But the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi.
Goodbyes are inherently melancholy affairs, but they become downright devastating when delivered with such aching tenderness. This track evolved into one of the most moving pieces of music in the history of folk. The absolute sincerity of the vocal blending and a lyric that maps out the heavy weight of physical separation turned this track into an instant classic.
Oh, kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that.
A technically flawless execution of John Denver's brilliant songwriting. The trio masterfully bent the boundaries of traditional folk music, injecting it with the heavy, dramatic weight of a deeply personal narrative. It stands as an exquisite example of using music to articulate the near unbearable sadness of departure while maintaining absolute dignity.
Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh,
This song genuinely has the power to move you to tears. Friends, what specific tracks help you navigate the heavy periods of physical separation from the people you love most? Do you consider leaving on a jet plane to be the most honest farewell anthem in history? Write down your reflections below.
when I'll be back again. Oh, babe.
Next song. Santana, Evil Ways. Rock music was beginning to aggressively unlock the power of Latin rhythms. This track marked the opening chapter of a brand new book, where fluid, virtuoso blues guitar work collided head-on with intoxicating street percussion. This music injected a wild, celebratory energy into traditional rock and roll, permanently broadening our horizons.
Carlos Santana's guitar work is an entire sonic universe unto itself. The band masterfully bent traditional blues boundaries, fusing them with a blistering Latin fire. It was a hybrid sound that was impossible to mistake for anyone else, an intoxicating cocktail of technical virtuosity and raw sensuality that forced audiences to move. Santana is the ultimate manifestation of musical cross-pollination and drive. Friends, how do you feel about the fusion of rock music with traditional ethnic rhythms? Which track from Santana's classic era stands out as your ultimate personal favorite? Write your impressions down in the comments section.
Next song. 3 Dog Night 1. A great song possesses the power to completely rescue your day, and this massive track rescued more than a few radio playlists throughout 1969. Massive, highly emotional, and backed by an unforgettable hook, this composition became a landmark breakthrough, proving that high-quality pop rock will always find a home if it contains real drive.
Towering vocal delivery paired with a relentless, unforgettable chorus. The group masterfully bent the pop rock template, placing the primary focus on raw vocal power and dramatic build. It stands as a brilliant showcase of how a deceptively simple, expertly crafted melody can scale international charts and transform into a stadium-sized sing-along. One is pure, unadulterated musical adrenaline. Friends, do you appreciate these massive, soaring hits that carry the weight of an anthem? Do you believe 3 Dog Night stands as one of the most criminally underappreciated vocal groups of their generation? Share your opinions in the comments.
Next song. Blind Faith, Can't Find My Way Home. Following monumental, world-conquering success, great musicians frequently seek sanctuary in raw, unadorned simplicity. This track became the definitive sonic embodiment of quiet reflection, silence, and the internal search for identity. The bare honesty, the crystal-clear acoustic picking, and a voice arriving from the depths of the soul forged a mini masterpiece.
Steve Winwood and Eric Clapton constructed an astonishingly fragile, heartbreakingly beautiful acoustic track. The short-lived supergroup masterfully bent the heavy, loud expectations of their blues rock fan base toward a state of profound acoustic depth. This was music engineered for those trying to locate their true bearings amidst a chaotic world. The atmospheric weight of this song is completely spellbinding. Friends, Have you ever experienced a period in your life where you felt you genuinely couldn't find your way home? Did music help you navigate back to safety? Write down your innermost reflections in the comments below.
Next song.
It's getting to the point.
Crosby, Stills and Nash, Sweet Judy Blue Eyes.
Sometimes it hurts so bad.
Whenever three monumental, distinct creative forces collide in perfect alignment, pure magic is born. This track stands as a dazzling showcase of how wildly different stylistic identities can weave together into a flawless whole. A complex multi-part structure, stunning vocal counterpoint, and rich poetic lyrics turn this song into an actual musical novel.
Away from me now, you are free.
The jaw-dropping vocal blending and intricate acoustic guitar fretwork completely staggered the imagination. The trio masterfully bent the conventional folk rock format, elevating it into something near academic in its meticulous arrangement. It was a triumph of pure inspiration, sounding as though it was written by nature itself.
You make it hard. A little less bottom end on the guitar.
This composition is nothing short of a miracle of vocal harmony. Friends, do you view CS&N as the absolute undisputed golden benchmark for vocal arrangements in rock history? Which specific segment of this multi-part suite steals your breath away every time? Share your thoughts in the comments.
And I am crying.
Next song. The Rolling Stones, Gimme Shelter. We arrive at the grand finale of our retrospective with a track that focused the entire underlying dread, tectonic paranoia, and raw sonic power of 1969 into a single point. A dark, terrifying premonition of societal collapse married to a flawless rock groove turned this song into an immortal monument, a literal voice of an era sliding into the abyss.
An intense, suffocating tension that can be physically felt in every single note. The band masterfully bent the conventional boundaries of the rock ballad, engineering a terrifying soundscape that perfectly mirrors the societal madness of the late 60s. Gimme Shelter is a primal scream and overwhelming, visceral masterpiece demanding total attention. This song quite literally pierces you right down to the bone. Friends, if you had to select one single track to act as the absolute definitive summary of the entire cultural upheaval of the 1960s, would this be it? Is Gimme Shelter the ultimate way to close out our review? Let's settle the score in the comments below.
1969 stood as a historical turning point after which popular music could never return to its innocent past. We have traveled a grand road from the studio experiments of the Beatles to the urgent, apocalyptic anthems of the Rolling Stones, witnessing the birth pangs of hard rock and the full blossoming of sophisticated folk. This specific year acted as a direct mirror to massive global shifts, and every single track on our list represents a beautiful, jagged fracture of that era, still radiating its primal energy today. Here on the Genre Bender, we will continue to break down genres, shatter boundaries, and discover fresh meanings buried inside classic music. Thank you for walking this epic path with us. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and let us know your absolute favorite track of 1969. Until next time.
If you liked the video, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the Genre Bender channel.